Albany to honour this year's graduands. Please ensure all mobile phones are switched off. In the event of an emergency, please note your nearest exit and follow the directions of the Bruce Mason Centre staff. Please stand to welcome the graduating students and remain standing until the official party has taken their places on stage.
Kia ora, thank you for that welcome. I, Mr. Christopher Kelly, Chancellor, declare this congregation to be in session. Please remain standing and join with us in singing the traditional graduation song, Gare Amas, the words of which appear on page 9 of the program and on the screen above.
You
Thank you. Please be seated. Ina waka, ina mauna, whakahi ina tahiwha, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia orana, talofa lava, malo e lau mali, whakalaufa lahi atu, talohani, whakalatofu atu, nisa bula, ni menhau, na Massey, mahaba. A very warm welcome to this, your ceremony. Welcome also to Massey University's Auckland Graduation Week. The 6 ceremonies in Auckland this week are the first in the graduation season, which will continue in Manawatu and Wellington next month. My name is Chris Kelly and I'm a very proud graduate of Massey University and have served on the council since 2005. This week we have a total of 1,121 due to cross the stage and graduate. Of these, 28 will be conferred with the highest academic qualification the university offers, a doctoral degree. This particular session we will graduate 233 persons, of whom 33 will be masters and 3 doctorates. Graduation Day is a day of celebration, an opportunity for the university and you, your whānau, your family and friends to recognise your hard work and success. Technology now makes it easier to share your big day with a wider audience. All our ceremonies are streamed live in the internet, and there is a link on the Massey University homepage, which I'm sure many of the more technologically minded of you in today's audience will have already located. Please feel free to text, tweet, or email the link to anyone you know who was unable to attend today. It will be a permanent record of what I'm sure for many of you will be amongst your proudest moments. And while talking of recognition, it's important you don't forget to thank those people who have backed you and contributed to your success during your studies. Family, friends, whānau, and of course the faculty and support staff of the university. To ensure you don't forget, I would like you to join with me in acknowledging them now. The ceremony we're about to go through today is very traditional, having its roots in graduation ceremonies developed some 800 years ago. The traditions such as the robes we wear, capping, the mace, the singing of Gaudeamus, the awarding of honorary degrees to outstanding citizens, link us to the strong heritage of universities. These universities are institutions of higher learning in which the teaching and learning environment is provided by academics actively involved in the generation of new knowledge through research and scholarship. You will graduate today as the beneficiary of a university education. As university graduates, you will be critical to the future social, economic and cultural development of your communities. As a graduate of Massey University, you will inherit the reputation of this highly regarded institution. The reputation of a university is built on the achievements of its past and current faculty and its past students. Evidence of the achievements of our faculty and alumni like Sir Richard Taylor, Kate Sylvester, Sir Graham Henry, to mention a few, is all around us. We pride ourselves on producing people who put New Zealand on the global map for its innovation, creativity, research and teaching, and we celebrate all our can-do graduates who get out there and make a difference. It's this performance track that allows us to rightly claim to be the engine that will drive the new New Zealand. The number of accolades, awards, prizes and other recognitions received this last year by our current students and faculty indicates our track record will continue to grow. The university is a major New Zealand business, and this particular university has a turnover of more than $400 million a year and is a very significant employer in 3 regions in which it has a presence. The management is led by the Vice-Chancellor, who is the equivalent of the Chief Executive Officer. Governance is the responsibility of the University Council, consisting of a mix of appointees, members elected by students, staff, and our large alumni body of more than 130,000 persons. You may be aware that the Minister of Tertiary Education plans to reduce the size of all university councils to a maximum of 12 members, on the grounds that this will result in greater commercial focus, faster and better decision-making. I believe, however, that a university is much more than just a business. For example, its prices are controlled by the government's fee-setting regulations. A university has social responsibilities to its students, to its staff, and to advance learning to society as a whole. Its range of stakeholders are much wider than a company's, and therefore demands a much wider representation. Going forward, we must ensure that we retain diversity on the university's governing body. It's important on these occasions to celebrate Massey's successes. We have a firm eye on the future, and this year we launched our updated strategy called Shaping the Nation and Taking the Best to the World. The short title is The Road to 2025. The major shift is to push out our time horizon to just over a decade from now and put in place our responses to the forces that drive not only Massey's future but New Zealand's. Such things as globalisation, technology-based learning, population diversity, partnerships with other organisations around the world, and of course the growth of our largest city, Auckland. Our Vice-Chancellor, the Honourable Steve Mahari's recent visit to China coincided with a delegation led by the Prime Minister, and we have a strong commitment to growing our opportunities in the international arena, and our experience in agri-food creates enormous potential for growth, particularly in Asia. One of the advantages Massey has in its globalisation agenda is that we are a diverse university with a broad range of strengths. There are many compatibilities in those areas of strengths in design and in arts. Agriculture, in which we are now ranked 19th in the world, an outstanding achievement, is underpinned by science and food production, which remains New Zealand's largest business. This in turn links with nutrition and health, both human and animal. Our diversity in campuses and modes of learning gives students options that other providers are unable to offer. In Albany in recent years, we've opened a new library, a new student services centre, refurbished and expanded our science teaching spaces, and we've now committed for the first time to student accommodation on campus. That will be in place by next year, and I'm sure will make a huge impact on the culture and quality of the campus that we see poised for the greatest growth of our 3 campuses. Currently, we face some challenges with a softening of enrolments being felt across the sector. It's important that young people recognise the value of ongoing learning and tertiary qualifications in a world where the nature of employment and types of jobs people do is changing rapidly. That means that those who succeed will be those who have learned how to learn and to adapt. Congratulations to you graduands who have taken up that challenge to be where you are this afternoon. You will graduate today proud of your achievement, but also honoured by the reputational mantle that you have inherited. I challenge you to go forth as Massey alumni, to make your own contribution, to grow your own reputation, and in doing so add further to the proud heritage that you are now part of. As part of your journey, we anticipate many of you will come back to us as you face the never-ending quest to keep your skills and knowledge up to date. You can be assured that Massey will be there to meet that need, whether it be through a course of full-time study or part-time through world-class distance learning programs. Finally, I would urge you to stay connected with your alma mater and your university family through our active alumni association. Congratulations again. Continue to work hard and enjoy yourselves. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. By the authority of the Council of Massey University, I, Mr. Christopher Kelly, Chancellor, will now award the certificates and diplomas and confer the degrees on those to be presented and on those listed as in absentia.
Chancellor, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor's nominees for the College of Business I present to you recipients of certificates and diplomas and graduands in that college.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the award of Certificate in Aviation the candidate I am about to name, Sun Hung Kim. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the award of Diploma in Business Studies the candidates I am about to name, Harriet Rose Hope Austin. Candice Ellison Hernandez. Thi Hui Fong Nguyen. Angela Faye West. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy the graduands I am about to name. Sharnet Shrish Awad. Hope Grace Barnett. Marissa Bosman. Lisa Marie Byrne. Yuan A. Trey. Bichun Gao. Amanda Shree Gentile. Hai Huang. Huaqing Huang. Xu Huang. Xiaolong Hao. Wan Jifcoat Ni Huang. Man Wai Lu. Jan Marie McClaslin Ni McFerrin. Anna Patricia McNabb. Brian Douglas Nicholas. Joshua Douglas Payne. Philip John Southworth. Lily Jane Somerville. Jiang Wan. Maxwelton Ray Werner. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Aviation the graduands I am about to name. James Robert Simon Davis. Michael James Dwyer. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Aviation Management the graduands I am about to name. Wei Lu Chan. Grant Leslie Dowie. Von Sivan Su. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business Studies the graduands I am about to name. Ho Sub An. Annunziata Margaret Aitea. Angela Margaret Aitken. Zion Maud Elag. Na An. Riley Darrell Arcus. Benjamin James Armstrong. Xiong Ye Adrian Au. Chiel Bayak. Michelle Ann Barnett. Nicholas David Carstairs Berry. Rutvik Bunesh Bhattadra. Frank Brents. Helen Wilhelmina Bryant, Massey Scholar. Petrus Jacobus Burgers. Shay Sai. Sao Ka. Haiping Chen. Siyu Chen. Xinyang Chen. George L.J. Clark. James Murray Cooper. James Peter Cox. Rose Lily Craigie, Massey Scholar. Jonathan Gordon Dale. Hannah Chelsea Ding. Van Han Dean. Karina Doig Diaz. Nathan Willem Donk. David Lawrence Eade. Angus Wardell Evans. Jonathan Stephen Foster. Michael Edward Ferges. Ryan Elijah Ntien Gan, Massey Scholar. Julian Goodinson. Tracy Ann Green. Sam Leslie Greenslade. Hiradivaja Nolan Ganaratna. My apologies. Nicola Mary Hitz. Daniel James Hobbs. Gareth James Hopkins. Len Hu. Xiao Ting Huang. Fahad Anur bin Jarman. Thank you, Chancellor.
It is now my great pleasure to invite Mr. Mark Powell to address the congregation. Mark migrated to New Zealand from South Wales when he joined the Warehouse Group in November 2002. Mark's original training was in management experience was in the underground coal mining industry. He changed direction in 1986, joining Iceland plc, a UK food retailer with more than 600 stores. He's since held a number of management roles in the UK and Canada and Spain, including responsibility for Walmart's Canada logistics operations, supply chain and home shopping management for Iceland plc and the logistics operation of Tesco. Mark has been involved with the warehouse in various roles, including interim CEO of the Australian operations, Group General Manager Supply Chain, and Merchandise Planning and CEO of Warehouse Stationery. Mark was appointed Group Chief Executive Officer to the Warehouse Group Limited in May 2012. In the past year, the group, consisting of the Warehouse, Warehouse Stationery, Noel Leeming and Multi-Channel, has established itself as a multinational business trading group with large scale that is unique, customer-led, stores-focused and people-centred culture. A working framework has been embedded in the business to help team members flourish, and the group continues its commitment to contribute positively to the communities and environment of New Zealand. Mark has bachelor degrees in mining engineering and theology, a master's degree in logistics from Cranfield, and business MBA with distinction from Cardiff. He's also attended strategic leadership courses at Harvard and INSEAD. Mr. Mark Powell.
Thank you for that kind introduction. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, university staff, students, families and friends. Thank you for the honour, and I mean that, the honour of delivering this year's Massey University College of Business graduation address. It truly is a privilege. Firstly, though, congratulations. Well done to all of you. You've worked hard and you deserve to celebrate today. But also, I just ask you to take a moment, the graduands, to reflect on those who've helped you get here, because I'm sure you didn't do it on your own. Families, whanau, friends, lecturers, teachers, sports coaches, scout leaders, pastors, people of influence who've helped shape you and helped you get here today. Think of them now, and when you see them later, be sure to thank them. On these occasions, a College of Business invites someone along with a significant role in business, to hopefully, I emphasize hopefully, say a few words of wisdom, and that's what I'll try and do. A few words of wisdom from what I've learned over the years. As you heard, I'm Chief Executive of the Warehouse Group, a group that's much more than just the red sheds. The warehouse, the red sheds, is an important part, but we've got 12,000 employees. We've got sales of over about $2.5 billion. We've got over 200 stores. We've got Warehouse Stationery as well as the warehouse, Noel Leeming, Torpedo 7. We've got an office in Shanghai with about 70 people in. And we've got many other parts of the business like logistics, IT, business analytics, and much, much more. And also, I'm very proud to say that we're now working with Massey to put in place next year a retail degree. Because retail, let's be fair, often isn't seen as a first-choice career. And we're hoping through professionalising retail, by having a degree, it will help people see what a great career it can be. And we're really privileged to work with Professor Ted Zorn and Massey to do that. As well as that, it's a privilege to be here because personally, I'm a lifelong learner. I believe deeply in the benefits of education. I come from a very working class background. I was the first in my family to stay on in school past the age of 15. And now, as you heard, I've got a bachelor's in mining engineering, I've got a bachelor in theology, a master's degree in logistics, and an MBA. I think learning's important. So what can I share with you graduates today? Future leaders in business, and I think future leaders for New Zealand. For that's what you really are. I like to keep things simple, and one thing, the more I've learned the importance of trying to keep things simple. So I've got 5 Ps. You could say Powell's 5 Ps for you today. Purpose, principles, plans, people, and profit. I'll just elucidate on each of those. Because all of that, they operate on a personal level, on a business level, and on a societal level. Firstly, purpose. I don't think the purpose of working in business, of life, is status, position, money, and success. They can be nice, but I don't think that's the purpose. I think humans are most fulfilled when they're part of something bigger than themselves that helps others flourish. You think about that. You think about how many people you see who seem to have everything but are deeply unhappy. People are most fulfilled when they're part of something bigger than themselves that helps others flourish. And the wonderful thing about business is it's a great arena to be able to do that. It's an arena where you can help people flourish and where you can help society flourish. The Warehouse Group, I'd like to think humbly, has contributed to that. Our founder, Stephen Tyndall, Sir Stephen Tyndall, in starting the business from the start, has tried to do that. He's put half his wealth into the Tyndall Foundation, which has given over $100 million in hand-ups, not handouts, to communities in New Zealand, throughout New Zealand. So I think I would suggest look for your purpose and look to be in a business that's got a purpose more than just superficial outcomes. Secondly, principles. Leaders are all about principles. As a leader, you have to be trusted. You have to have integrity. Principles of goodness, honesty, justice, they're all fairness, are all critical to being a leader. Once you've lost trust, once you've lost credibility, you're finished. Because leaders need to lead others. And if they don't trust you, they won't follow you. So character, virtue, are very real. Some parts of academia would say they're just social constructions. I think it's deeper than that. I think people who will work with you know it's deeper than that and won't follow you if you haven't got real principles. Thirdly, plans. You have to have a plan. You have to have a roadmap to work through at a personal level, plans of how you'll work on your strengths, increase your strengths, educate yourself, take opportunities. But at a business level, a plan that you can communicate that will get people to follow and get behind. So that's the third P, plans. The fourth is people. It's important when you do business qualifications, you learn about techniques and spreadsheets and models and many different things, but ultimately businesses aren't spreadsheets, they're people. People with aspirations, people who want to flourish. And your job as a leader is to help them flourish, enable them to be successful. Good businesses don't have people who are merely compliant, who just do enough to follow the rules. Good businesses have people who are committed. We want commitment, not compliance. Because then they will give of their minds and they'll think and do far more than the minimum. They'll genuinely put the customer first. They will genuinely do that bit extra. And actually, they'll enjoy it more. And fifth, and perhaps the most controversial P I put there, was profit. In some ways, business has got a problem. Some people might even see profit as a dirty word. I don't think profit's a dirty word. Greed is a dirty word, and business has got a problem with greed. But good businesses are needed if we're to have good societies. Good businesses contribute taxes, contribute employment. They help pay for everything we need. They create wealth that helps societies be successful. And businesses do need to be profitable, but profitable over the long term, building sustainable, profitable success. So 5 P's: purpose, principles, plans, people, and profit. Trying to pack a lot into a few minutes. But if you take anything from those, it'd be the first 2. Have a clear sense of purpose and a clear sense of principles, and lead the businesses and the environments you're in with that. Finally, lifelong learning. I would hope for you graduating today, you don't see it as that's it. I'm going to throw my books away, I'm never going to do another exam, I'm never doing another assignment. Learning does need to be lifelong now. I did my first bachelor's degree when I was 18. I did my master's in logistics when I was 29. I did my MBA when I was 37. I did my degree in theology when I was 45. And I'm 2/3 of the way through another master's now. Not more than ever, you need to keep learning. And for me, the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. It gives you the confidence to be stupid. The confidence to ask questions. What does that mean? What does that acronym mean? To inquire rather than pretend you know it all. Because the more you learn, the more humble you become. So keep on learning and don't see today as the end, but as a beginning. So finally, in closing, you're all gifted and privileged just by the very fact you've achieved what you've achieved now. You've done well. So do celebrate. Enjoy it. But as you do that, do reflect on your purpose, on your principles, on your plans, how you can help other people by being part of creating profitable, long-term, successful businesses. You are blessed. But I believe that when you're blessed, you're not blessed to be just for yourself. You're blessed to be a blessing on others. So go and bless New Zealand in everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for that very insightful address. Lifelong learning, keeping things simple, the 5 P's, helping others flourish, and the principles of goodness, honesty, and justice. It was a very good take-home message. Thank you. We will now continue with the awarding of certificates and degrees and diplomas and the conferment of degrees.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the degree of Bachelor of Business Studies the graduates I am about to name. Matthew Silverstone Gillings, Massey Scholar. Ting Jen. Karen Gordon-Jolly. Patricia K. Canares. Wei Xuan Ki. En Han Kim. Benjamin Peter King. Andrianne Kosmawan, Massey Scholar. Paul John Coombe, Massey Scholar. Yidan Koo. Kang Jin Lee. Khan Lee. Lee Lee. Long Fei Lee, Massey Scholar. Yu Wei Lee. Gerald Sun Yang Lim. Fang Shu Lin. Chuan Shui Lui. Jing Lao. To Min Trang Luyen. Yu Jie Ma. Charmaine Avanthi Belikachi. Srivanka and Avanthi Belikachi. Penelope May Marshall. Patrick Ronald Mays. Anna Marie McCullough. Catherine Maria McCaskill. Sophie Jean McLaren. James Thomas McClellan. Nicholas Johnson Miller. Frances Margaret Mitchell. Christina Catherine Montgomery, Massey Scholar. Brandon Ian Morley. Mubin. Luke James Nash. Rose Ann Guardiola Navarrete. Mai Foon Nuren, Massey Scholar. Simon John Robert Nicholson. Ji Yong Neo. Blair Christopher Oldershaw, Massey Scholar. Aaron Peter Panchkia. Samuel David Parkinson. Samuel Douglas Pears. Lu Pang. Giancarlo Penzo. Nicole Laura Perry. Carl Leo Edward Perrick. Bradley James Pitt. Mary Helen Paul. Nicholas Boyd Paul. Catherine Mary Pulpori. Natalie Sarah Rich. Minran Rule. Arnel Rubino Rota. Nicholas James Ryan Kane. Douglas Oliver Sainsbury. Shirchi Sun. Barami Shinhasini. Aaron Stephen Smith. Morgan Peter Smith. Stephen Patrick Smith. Stephanie Louise Spice. Megan Ricarda Strauss. Christine Frederick Stunzner. Jin Su. Ming Ye Sun. Patricia Litsky Syme. Daria Tamaiva. Kaiwei Tan. Vaughan Allen Tombleson. Min Chin Che. Nikola Velovsky. Thank you, Chancellor.
We now come to the entertainment component of the session, and to entertain us today we have the Ben Fernandez Quartet, comprising of Russell McNaughton on bass, Andrew Hall on saxophone and vocals, Dean Rodriguez on drums, and Ben Fernandez on piano. All the members of the band have studied jazz performance at the New Zealand University School of Music, which is a joint initiative between Massey University and Victoria University of Wellington. They are now full-time professional musicians and educators. Members of the band have performed at festivals and events around New Zealand and overseas, working with leading local and international performers. The Ben Fernandez Quartet.
going to play a beautiful Stevie Wonder tune called Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Like a fool, I went to stay too long. Now I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Oh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Then the time I went to say goodbye, now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Oh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
Thank you to the Ben Fernandez Quartet. They performed in such a lively manner this morning that it was decided to give them 2 items this afternoon, and it was well worth it. Thank you. We will now continue with the awarding of certificates and diplomas and the conferment of degrees.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business Studies the graduands I'm about to name. Michael John Vincent. Sha Wang. Jun Ya Wang. Ying Wang. Shannon Elizabeth Wells. Sarah Josephine Winsett. Rhiannon Marie Winslow. Pit Vitavin. Xiao Fu Wu. Chin Si Su. Win Yu Yang. Fang Min Yi. Xiao Long Jiang. Bi Yun Jing. Jing Jia Zhao. Yan Zhou. Yu Kun Zhou. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, Bachelor of Science, the graduand I'm about to name. Megan Ann Shushka. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the award of Graduate Diploma in Business Studies the candidates I'm about to name. Jason Song A. Gwendolyn May Brody. Craig Coupland. James Gelston Gray. Holly Amanda Jane Joss. Jing Liu. Du Dudzi Analovo. Elliot James Pace. Scott Rainsford Rasmussen. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Accountancy the candidates I'm about to name. Sia Awai Havili Moka Kiola. Rangika Pereira. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the award of postgraduate diploma in banking the candidates I'm about to name. Rowan Colin Christophas. Josephine Helen Walters, with merit. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the award the postgraduate diploma in business administration the candidates I'm about to name. Shandika Aaron. Natalie Giraldo Ramirez. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business Studies Honors the graduates I'm about to name. Mona Lynn Savidra Monte Carlos Caba Caron, first class honors. Logan Trevor Hun, first class honors. Xuan Yang, first class honors. Mi Lan Zhou, second class honors. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Finance the graduates I'm about to name. Sing Hua Go. Ron Z Go, second class honors. Shan Jia, second class honors. Yi Ling Li with distinction. Shi Lo. Sunny Sun with merit. Ai Hong Wang, second class honors. Jing Han Wang with merit. Liu Jin Wang, second class honors. Hao Wu, second class honors. Yuan Jia Xiong, second class honors. Gao Bing Su. Si Yan with merit. Tao Yang, second class honors. Yu Zhang, second class honors. Xin Jiao, second class honors. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Management the graduates I'm about to name. Ling Juan Bai. Sarah Marie Braswell Nay Arcus. Rajneel Ram Hit with distinction. Yu Liang. M.T. Lin with merit. Shan Lin. Ishiwara Samasivam Nali. Chin Ting Wang, second class honors. Han Wang. Adzai Wang. Ji Wu. Taoran Wu, second class honors. Wei Yu. Zishan Yu. Wei Zi Zhang. Chancellor, diplomas and degrees are also awarded to those candidates and graduates as listed as in absentia. Thank you, Chancellor.
Chancellor, we now reach the point in our ceremony where we acknowledge the efforts of our doctoral students. This is our heritage year. Massey University is 50 years old this year, and by coincidence, our campus at Albany is 21 years old. I tell the candidates here that you might note that prior to you walking across the stage, 2,637 people have preceded you across this stage, across one in Palmerston North, and across the stage in Wellington. 209 of those have been from Albany. So you are joining a very impressive and a growing alumni who have achieved what you have achieved. Please stay in touch with us. We will watch your progress with interest, and we wish you all the best for your career in the years ahead. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation a degree of Doctor of Philosophy, the graduands I am about to name. Min Bai, Doctoral Scholar. Mr. Bai investigated the relationship between short-selling constraints and asset pricing in stock markets. His findings contribute to the literature and have important implications for both practitioners and academics. Dr. Bai. You can clap again. Congratulations. Somi Shin, Doctoral Scholar. Ms. Shin studied the performance measures and reimbursement system used by public health care providers in New Zealand. She found that highly skilled providers may be at a disadvantage due to their expertise. Her research provides a comprehensive analysis of the performance and reimbursement of health care providers. Please welcome Dr. Shin. E. Zhang, doctoral scholar. Ms. Zhang investigated stock market seasonal anomalies. Her results show that monthly seasonal effects are sampling specific over the long term, and that the Halloween effect is a relatively robust anomaly. Significantly lower summer returns are attributable to seasonal behaviour during vacations, but the Halloween effect may only be partially related to seasonal vacation patterns. Please welcome Dr. Zhang. Well done. Chancellor.
At the conclusion of the ceremony, guests are requested to remain in their seats until the procession has moved from the auditorium. Light refreshments are available from the cafe in the foyer. I now declare this congregation to be adjourned. Please join with us in singing the national anthem, God Defend New Zealand, the words of which appear on page 10 of the programme and on the screen above. Please stand.